Hey, if you'd like YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Dead Man's Chest. Okay, Dino flagellates update, March update. Yeah, it's not good, bad news, and unfortunately the tank is looking pretty bad. I've lost a few corals. This is due to the Dino flagellates. Cut a long story short, raising the nutrients in the system definitely helped a little bit. Didn't get rid of the Dino flagellates, and I don't know if there's like different strains of Dino flagellates because I've tried everything, and everything that I've tried has failed. I've tried raising the nutrients, obviously got the UV on it. That didn't work. I've tried a blackout, dosing Microbacter 7. That didn't work. And then what happened was my nutrients was actually rising because I stopped carbon dosing, stopped water changes, and this then led to me having 25 parts per million nitrate and roughly 2 parts per million phosphate, which is high. And the weird thing is, even though they were as high as that, I've never got any algae in the tank. Again, you would expect, like, I don't know, green hair algae or something to rear its ugly head, but no, haven't got any of that. But the Dino flagellates are still there. Like I said, I did a blackout because I'm at my wit's end basically, and that never worked. That was just kind of like a plaster for my American friends, a band-aid. It got rid of it for a wee while, but a couple of days later it just came back. So then I decided, after a few comments, some people were recommending that I tried, what is it called, Dino Cal, and then obviously Dino X. So I figured I would give it a bash. So I switched off the UV, kept the skimmer going, removed the carbon and stuff like that. I dosed that as per the instructions for about 3 or 4 days, and it definitely helped reduce it, but didn't eliminate it. My Cheeto that it got wiped out with the Dino. The Dino just totally got rid of that. So then I was like, oh my god. So I've got the Sumping Darkness. I tried the Dino X, added the Dino X, and holy shit, is all I can say. It did not get rid of the Dino. Well, it kind of did, and it kind of didn't. It's actually wiped out 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of my SPS corals. Now, is this because of the Dino X? I don't think so. I think it's just with me trying adding all these different chemicals and stuff, and I don't know. I think the corals are just stressed out the buggery, to be honest with you. We've been in the darkness for 3-4 days, then me leaving it, then using this Dino Cal stuff, and then Dino X. I just think that the more sensitive SPS have just thought, nah, we're out of here, had enough. So that's really annoying. So to cheer myself up, my green chromies have passed through quarantine, and I hadn't had time to actually put it in a video. I also got a pink spot goby, and I know I said I wouldn't get another goby, but hey, I got this guy because he was kind of cool looking. So he's went through quarantine, and I've actually placed them into the tank now, so that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 7 green chromies, but I put 7 in there, and for whatever reason, one of them's disappeared. No idea where he's gone. So I've got 6. So that's not bad. Happy with that. pink spot goby, he's settled in, fantastic. However, I've yet to see him actually siphon the sunbed. He just doesn't do it. He just goes about the tank looking cool and then waits for feeding time and then just eats whatever's floating by him. But I've yet to actually see him grab a mouthful of sand, which was the main reason I bought him. But hey ho, he's cool, so he's doing well, and I'm really happy. Compared to the last that last goby I got, which was totally weird how it just kept jumping out the tank. This guy hasn't jumped out once, and I didn't even cover the tank, so it's brilliant. So really happy with that. But like I say, the Dino flagellates have been a right pain in the backside. I just can't get rid of them. Now, excuse me. One last ditch effort. What I did was I decided to buy a new UV sterilizer. Thinking is the little one I've got in the sump, I think it's only 18 watts or something, but it's only like a tiny little bulb, or maybe it's 9 watts. I'll have to check, to be honest with you. It's maybe 9 watts, and the water goes up, goes through the UV and it comes out, but there's only like this distance between them, so you would actually think you're probably actually treating the same water, or a percentage of the same water over and over, because it's just like this, you know what I mean? So I decided to buy a proper UV. I didn't want to go cheap this time. I thought, nah. And I'm saying that newer UV wasn't cheap, to be honest with you. It's still quite dear compared to like your Jabos and nothing. But obviously I think it's not doing the job, because the minute I leave lights on in the sump, dinos everywhere. So bought this new UV, which I'll show you, and 25 watts. I stuck that onto the system, and within 2 days, Dino's gone. I think it's gone. I haven't seen it. So I probably should have just bought the blooming UV to start with, yeah. But never mind. Oh. Kicked in the ribs by your dog. So, enough of my jibber jobber. I'll show you the tank. I had footage. The dinos were actually on the right hand side of my tank is the place with the least flow. The dino flagellates were just covering everything. I was blasting everything off with the turkey baster because I was trying to save as much corals as I could because they were suffering. The Gorgonian especially kept getting covered, even although I moved it up into a really high flow area so it could get blasted all the time. Nah, it was still getting covered. But like I said, as soon as I started adding all these chemicals, and I wish to God I didn't do that, I really do, but I was just getting desperate. I just wanted the stuff out of the tank. Everything else was not working, so I thought, bugger it, let's do it. But hindsight, I wish I never. But hey, we just got to keep going forward. So because of that, I've lost my pink stylophora, and I just trimmed it not long ago. It was starting to look good again. The whole thing just kicked the bucket. My beautiful table and acro that I had in the top right corner, it's dead. Completely kicked the bucket. My purple bird's nest, it's kicked the bucket. And my purple beacon deep water acro is just completely browned out. A lot of the corals have browned out. Yeah, it just sucks. It's just really annoying. But I'm hoping that I'm past it now and things are starting to get a wee bit better. Although my pink branching stylophora, it's also bleaching as well. It's looking on the verge of dying as well, to be honest with you. There is some healthy tissue left, which I might actually frog to try and save it. My red cup Montipora, it's pretty much died out. So I've snapped off a bit of that with a healthy tissue in the hope that that's going to stay okay. And if the rest of it goes, the rest of it goes. But so far, I think that's all the fatalities. Fish wise, everything's fine. No problems with the fish. Just the blooming corals. So without further ado, let's have a look at the tank. Okay guys, this is the beginning of the end for this coral. It's just totally dying. Now, like I said, this is due to the fact that maybe I've added too many chemicals, the blackout, everything. The corals are just stressed, and the dinoflagellates are just everywhere. I've already blasted some of the rocks, trying to get this stuff off as much corals as I can, but right, I've turned the pumps up full blast and got rid of all the crap off of it, and as you can see, the purple style is completely dead apart from the tips. The rest of the tank, a lot of the corals are suffering. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to lose, but yeah, it is looking pretty bad. I think this table in Acro is going to be the next one. It's in bad shape as well. Okay, so it's been another 24 hours since the last footage. I've cut out a lot of the dead corals. The dinoflagellates are starting to cover the gorgonian and a few other corals again. Don't know if that's getting picked up on the camera or not. But yeah, everything's looking pretty pissed off. I've done a water change, and just to try and get rid of this chemicals out of the water, added carbon. That table in Acro is completely dead. The Monte Cap is pretty much dead. This pink style branching stylophora, it's dying from the base, so it's going to probably be dead in another 24 hours.